All right, boys, we are back, and it's time to head into year 4 with your Ottawa Senators. We just had the year 3 offseason where we didn't necessarily blow up the team, but we are a new look Ottawa Senators. We're younger. Hopefully, our potential has more of an upside than before. This year, I don't know if we're going to be a better team than last year. I set it up so that next year is going to be the big year, all right? But still, we're not giving up on this year, not at all. So before we get into the season, because we're going to do the first month of slow simulating in this video, let's go through some comments and some fan art. First up, you need a better first-line center. This is a reoccurring theme here in Ottawa. You can trade Zibanejad and Wingles for maybe a guy like Nick Backstrom. The Capitals didn't make the playoffs last year and could use a younger player like Zibanejad. You could also throw a good fourth liner in the deal, or use one of the depth players you signed. So this guy wants me to go out and get Nicklas Backstrom. I'd love to go out and get a superstar like that, but with the trades that we made in the offseason, we're trying to get younger players that eventually become superstars. And I don't think the Washington Capitals have traded away Ovechkin. You got to keep a first-line center there for Ovechkin, right? So in fact, I know I'm not going to make a trade for Nicklas Backstrom. We got to go with Kyle Turris, give him the chance. Next comment, Johnny. Steve Rogers, yeah, that's got to be Steve Rogers. Rogers' trade value isn't much higher than Mackenzie Savard's, and he's a couple years younger with higher potential. I think you should attempt a trade and snag up that beauty. So Captain America, Steve Rogers, drafted by the Buffalo Sabres, first overall. I guess I was showing you guys the potential goaltenders in the last video, and Mackenzie Savard's trade value is pretty similar. The only thing is, I don't want to make that deal. You know, they just drafted. Imagine the Edmonton Oilers drafting a McDavid-type goaltender. Would there be talks about trading him before he's even played his first season? No, right? They snagged up a franchise goaltender there. Let's see how he becomes or how he develops on Buffalo, and we'll run with Mackenzie Savard. I want to see what this kid turns out to be for us this year. Next comment, Johnny, I think this is the team you simmed the first couple of months with. You traded a bunch of picks to improve your roster now, and while I think that was the right thing to do, shaking the pot anymore could cause more damage than good. I can see this team being a cup winner. All right, well, I agree with more damage than good. I don't agree with being a cup winner. Maybe, I'm hoping, right? But I could see us being a worse team than last year because guys like Bobby Ryan and Taylor Hall, they no doubt made our team good, even though they didn't put up stats, right? And if you're disagreeing with my post because you think Johnny should trade for Steve Rogers, tell me what universe that would be realistic in. Yeah, I agree. Steve Rogers, he's got to stay with the Buffalo Sabres. Last comment, give up on Mark Stone. He won't grow, and even if he does, it's statistical growth, which means he will maybe increase stats for one season, and it's not permanent. If you look at your progress reports and look in the specific stats, one is natural growth and one is statistical growth. It's happening with Cody Ceci as well. All right, so like I said, I've built this team. I made some major decisions, and this is where you guys can really pin me down because these are the players that I'm waiting to grow. And next year is the big year, all right? I'll just go through some of the players here. Goaltenders, all right? So Mackenzie Savard, don't have to worry about him. He's still got like 5 years of growth. It's not him I'm worried about. Potential, no defenseman there in the system. Cody Ceci, he can still grow, but even if he stays at an 86 because we have Carlson and Lindholm, that's okay. So I'm not waiting for him either. Right wingers. Now here's a big one. Mark Stone. Everyone's saying to trade him away. I'm going to put all my money on Mark Stone, all right? I'm not trading him away. He's got one more year of growth. If he comes back next year and he's still 84, then I made a mistake. But I'm hoping that by next year he's at least an 86, 87, and then if we decide to trade him away, his trade value will be higher, or we can use him, all right? But I'm not prepared to give up on Mark Stone. I still think he can end up being an 86 or an 87. Dadonov, we're not going to worry about him. He's still got plenty of years to go. Left wingers, let's see the left wingers here. Jaden Schwartz, he's another guy I traded for. Now, he's already 86, which is good, but he's another one with one more year of growth. So I want you guys to pin me down on that. Schwartz and Stone. All right, I'm holding on to them for one more year. I want to see if they grow in their last year of growth. That's going to be huge for us. These guys, no, it doesn't matter. And then centers, Travis Konecny down there, and we also have Mika Zibanejad. He's got 2 more years of growth. But Stone, Zibanejad, and Jaden Schwartz. I'm holding on to these guys, and I'm making a decision as the GM. I'm hoping and I'm gambling that they jump next year, right? So I want you guys to pin me down on that. Let's see if it happens or not. All right, so thank you very much for the comments, boys. But I think we're going to go into the season with the new look Ottawa Senators, led by Andre Burakovsky, Hampus Lindholm, and Jaden Schwartz. They're going to be introduced to the core that we already have, and hopefully it all comes together. And we also are bringing up the undisputed future of the Ottawa Senators. He's arrived, boys. Number 63, the right wing, Evgeny Dadonov. He is officially playing on the Ottawa Senators this year, getting the chance to win the Calder. All right, so I've already gone ahead and edited the lines for you guys. There's Binghamton. All right, so the Ottawa Senators, we're going to go with Jaden Schwartz, Kyle Turris, and Mark Stone on the first line. Remember, last year we were a defensive team, and Mark Stone, he was on the first line, so I want to see if I can kind of recreate that type of gameplay. Second, Burakovsky, Zibanejad, and Mike Hoffman. Some people were saying that Curtis Lazar should play second line time. Don't worry, I gave Curtis Lazar ice time on the power play, all right? So he'll still get that ice time, but I'm not giving up on Zibanejad, and he's 2 years older than Curtis Lazar, all right? So I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place, but I'm not giving up on Zibanejad or Lazar. Wingles is going to play on the left flank of Lazar, and Evgeny Dadonov is going to play third line right wing as an 80 overall. We're going to grow this guy nice and slowly, be patient with him. And then the fourth line, Zach Smith, Patrick Maroon, and Justin Abdelkader, our gritty defensive players. Defensively, Hampus Lindholm playing alongside of Erik Karlsson. I'm really going to lean on these two guys. A 92 and a 90. If I want to have a good regular season, I need these guys to perform. So you guys are going to see how much I'm leaning on them, all right? Weirkosh and Cody Ceci, Butler and Braun. Butler was the one I didn't like. But, you know what, you got to go with something here. I'm not prepared to make a trade. I like that comment about we should sim a month and see where we are. Power play, Jaden Schwartz, Kyle Turris, Burakovsky, Lindholm, and Karlsson. And then we got Hoffman, Lazar, Stone, Cody Ceci, and I didn't put Weirkosh on the power play. I put Mika Zibanejad. So we're giving Lazar and Zibanejad some ice time on the power play. So don't worry about Lazar. He's got third line ice time, but he's got power play. Second line center, all right, 4-on-4 power play or 4-man power play, second line center, he's there again. And penalty kill, he is the second line penalty killer as well, all right? So he's on the special teams and he's on the third line. He's getting plenty of ice time this year. And here's the penalty kill, Zach Smith with Justin Abdelkader, and you guys can see Hampus Lindholm and Erik Karlsson. I'm going to run with these guys on my first line penalty kill because we don't have Mark Mathot anymore. And Karlsson, he's got a 5-star defensive category. All right, Lindholm, I think he's a must-have on the penalty kill. But I'm going to run with Lindholm and Karlsson. I'm going to keep these guys together, see what they can do, and then Braun and Cody Ceci, all right? I don't want to put Butler in there or Weirkosh. 3-man penalty kill, Zach Smith and Kyle Turris. There you go, 4-on-4 lines, looks like that. All right, extra attackers. We're going to go with these two studs again. Boys, this is what I'm talking about. This is the year we run with Lindholm and Karlsson. I'm really going to lean on these two guys to get her done. All right, shootout, Karlsson, Burakovsky, Schwartz, Lindholm, Turris. All right, boys, so there you go. Binghamton, I made sure to give Konecki some wingers to play alongside of, so he's 77 overall playmaker. He's got 280 snipers alongside of him. All right, he's on the first line power play, first line 4-man power play. He's on the penalty kill. He's on the penalty kill. He's on the 4-on-4 lines. He's the extra attacker. All right, so we're really going to go with Travis Konecki, and Brendan Hope is going to be the starter. Mackenzie Savard is going to be the backup because he's listed as a other goalie still. He's not a backup in the for the AHL squad just yet. All right, so there you go, boys. There you go. Last but not least, I don't think I did this in the last video. Let's just go to scouting report. Top 5. All right, so Dwight Schroeder, offensive defenseman from Poland, sniper from America, sniper from Russia, power forward from Denmark. All right, so they're all over the place here with the scout. Goaltenders, we're not going to need a goaltender, though. So let's go to Russia and America for those two snipers. If you're thinking about the future, right, a future sniper would be something that we could get our hands on. That would be nice if we don't have a great season, but I'm hoping that we do have a good season. So there you go. That's everything. So let's start the simulation. Hang on a sec. So here we go, boys. I skipped preseason for you just to not waste any time. We got 4 wins and 3 losses. I think we were 4-2-1 in preseason, all right? So hopefully that continues. Game 1 in Ottawa up against the Florida Panthers. They've already lost 1 game in regulation. We get to start this season with the first 5 games having 4 at home, all right? So no excuses, boys. Let's get off to the right start this year. Robin Lehner, This is your year to really come back, man. You had a good playoff run last year. Everyone's talking about you needing to be traded. Come on now. Let's see what you can do. And Mark Stone gets a penalty first minute in. Great. First period. All right, there you go. Mika Zibanejad. Very nice. And they have Frederick Anderson do the Florida Panthers. Oh, interesting. Second period. Oh, my God. Jonathan Huberdeau, UC Jokinen, and Patrick Berglund. Yep, of course. Third period. There you go. We absolutely got smoked. All right. So 35 shots to 23. The Ottawa Senators failed to score some goals to help out Robin Lehner. 3 goals against in the second period there. All right. So here we go. Let the comments start already. Johnny, trade everyone. Everyone sucks on this team. You lost 3-1 to Florida. All right, so the Edmonton Oilers. Maybe we can get a boost from playing a shitty team here. Blah, blah, blah. So it's going to be a good year for the rookies. Let's not waste any time. These are only regular season games. All right, so home ice against the Edmonton Oilers. Come on now, boys. First period. There you go. Burakovsky. So far, only Super Swedes have gotten goals for us this year. Second period. There you go. Hoffman, Stone, Erik Karlsson. All right, Lehner, don't do this to me now. Get this win. Third period. There you go. Burakovsky, Stone. All right. So kind of a weird 1-2 punch there from the first and second game. Game number 1, we couldn't get any goals. Allowed 3. Game number 2, we get 6 goals, only allow 1. So take our time with this, boys. I'm hoping, if I have to choose one stat that I want to be good, I want us to kind of recreate what we had last year, a really good defensive team. And that's why I think we can do that, because when you look at our roster, the only things we're missing from last year, Bobby Ryan, Taylor Hall, Mark Mathot, right? But Mathot's been replaced by Hampus Lindholm, and Bobby Ryan, Taylor Hall replaced by Schwartz and Burakovsky. So are we really going to be that much worse defensively? Oh, God, against the Florida Panthers again. They get a goal, first shot on the game. Great. First period. Oh, my God, another 3-goal period against the Florida Panthers. Curtis Lazar gets 1. Come on now, boys. Second period. Oh, my God. Yep, the Florida Panthers have our number. Jesus, Ben Scrivby's in the net. Third period. There. Oh, my God. So, the Florida Panthers may be a good team this year. Jesus Christ. 8-1. Oh, my God. All right now, Robin Lehner. What the hell are you doing in the net against the Florida Panthers? The 2 games, they're 2-3-0, though. And the 2 games they've... All right, whatever. All right, so a weird back-and-forth season so far for the Ottawa Senators. Let's just keep going here. The Detroit Red Wings, back-to-back games. Come on now, boys. First period. All right, 1-1. Kindle, Curtis Lazar. Second period. There you go. 2 more for us. Robin Lehner, you got to steal this game. So CC and Schwartz got goals for you. Come on now. Third period. Oh, my fucking God, man. Jesus Christ, a short-handed goal to win it at the end, and the Ottawa Senators lose 4-3 after being up 3-1. That happens way too much, man. Holy freaking hell. Every damn time we start up the season in these slow simulations, we have a game where we're up 3 in the third, and they get, for God's sakes. Zach Smith's been injured with an injured elbow. Okay. Assistant coach replaces player. Fourth line center. I could switch him around, though. Maybe I should put... Who is it? Hang on. 27th, is he going to miss that? He's only going to miss 3 games. Whatever, we'll just go with it. We're fine. All right, so a little bit of a bad game right there. Everyone's going to be on Robin Lehner for this. I know it. Detroit Red Wings again. Come on now, boys. First period. There you go. Jaden Schwartz. Second, backhand from there goes in. Fuck. Second period. All right. Now we have a 3-goal lead in the third, going into the third period again now, Robin Lehner. Come on now, son. Third period. Oh, Jesus Christ. All right, that second goal was really late. 5 seconds left. It wasn't that close. All right, good job, boys. We won that game. I'm not liking our lack of defense, though. We're allowing a little bit too many goals, but we have scored some goals as well. Just those 2 games against, if you take out the games against the Florida Panthers, we've scored some goals. And they got Frederick Anderson in the net, so Aaron Ekblad on the point. He's probably 95 overall now, right? So, yeah. Just take your time with it, boys. Season's still very early. Toronto Maple Leafs, 3-3-0. Come on now. Can beat them. Let's get above 500 before this month ends. First period, Connor Brown playing for the Toronto Maple Leafs. Ben Scrivby's in the net. All right, so we got our backup. Second period, there you go. See, boys, I think we are scoring some goals, though. If you take apart the few games that we've played and maybe played bad, we are capable of scoring goals more this year. Burakovsky, Lindholm, Wingles, Maroon, that's pure depth. There you go. Come on now, Robin Lehner. Don't. Last 3 games, man, we've had a 3-goal lead going into the third. Just ice it. Third period. There, that's what I wanted. That's more like it. Erik Karlsson gets a goal in the third, and we don't allow one, and the Ottawa Senators win 5-1. So, weird season so far. We smoke teams or we get smoked. Smoke teams or we get smoked. We get embarrassed. We are 3-3-0, though. Zach Smith's available to play. Good, so he's right back. Arcabello. All right, so boom. There you go. Oh, yeah, I forgot to show you the guys who are scratched. Arcabello, Condra, and Schlemko. Those are the guys who are just waiting to be filled in or fill in for an injured player. All right, ooh, Lindholm got injured 2 days. It must have been a minor or a day-to-day, thank God. All right, home game versus the Columbus Blue Jackets. Come on now, boys. Keep up this goal scoring. First period, all right, that's going to happen eventually. Johansson gets 2 on Robin Lehner. Second period, all right, we got 1 back. Kyle Turris, this is still a game. Come on now, boys. Don't give up these points that easily. Third period, yeah, baby, Mark Stone with 2 goals in the third, and we win in regulation against an Eastern Conference team. Beautiful. It's a big game. That's a big game. That makes up for the game that we lost against Florida in the third period. Or was it Florida? No, it was Detroit. Detroit. Yeah, Detroit. But Mark Stone, boys, how about Stoney on the first line? How many goals he got now? Is that 6 goals he's got? 6 goals in 7 games played. There you go. Telling you, Mark Stone's getting it done on the first line. 84 overall is just an arbitrary number. So we've won 3 in a row. Let's keep her up. Come on now. Game against the Carolina Hurricanes. Let's not mess around, boys. Let's show them we are Ottawa. We are legitimate playoff contenders. First period. For fuck's sake. Rask and Murphy, both power plays. All right. Second period. All right, we got 1 back. Erik Karlsson. Can we at least tie the game? Another Eastern Conference team. I don't want to lose in reg. Third period. Yeah, baby! Jaden Schwartz and Zach Smith. A shorty and a power play. Fuck yeah. Back-to-back games, we could have lost both of them in regulation. We come back to win in the third and not have to go to overtime either. Karlsson from Turris and Schwartz. Smith from Karlsson. Schwartz from Turris and Lindholm. I'm running with my 2 Swedish defensemen, baby. I'm running with them. All right, how much time we got? Yeah, let's do 1 more. You know what? Fuck 1 more. Hang on 1 second. All right, so we just had the game against the Carolina Hurricanes. I was going to say 1 more game because the video is getting a little bit long now, but what we'll do is, because I don't want to break this up, however long the video has to go, we're going to keep this simulating up until we lose, all right? We've won 4 in a row. Let's see if we can keep on going. Against the New Jersey Devils, the Ottawa Senators, they're starting to play, man. They're starting to play. The chemistry is starting to come together. The guys are starting to know each other. All right, this is going to be a journey. It's going to take its time. First period. All right, Lokshanov gets a goal. Come on now, boys. We're on the power play. Get 1 back. Second period. All right, down by 1 going into the third period again. But these guys got Corey Schneider. Will we be able to come back against an Eastern Conference team? Third period. Yeah! We did it again! Hoffman and Lindholm. Wow. Something special's happening here in Ottawa, boys. 3rd game in a row. We've been down by 1 in the going into the 3rd period, and we've been able to come back and win in regulation. That makes it even better because we're beating these Eastern Conference teams. Getting regulation wins early in the season will always help you late game, man. Oh, that's huge for us. All right, I'm liking this start to the season. We're starting to forget about Taylor Hall and Bobby Ryan very quickly. All right, so, speaking of Taylor Hall, Hampus Lindholm, Taylor Hall, Mark Mathot playing against their own old teams. Taylor Hall back in Ottawa. He didn't spend too much time here, but still, he went on a good run. Let's see what happens. First period, all right, 0-0. We're out shooting them, though. Second period, all right, there you go. Curtis Lazar, Jaden Schwartz. They got Gibble in the net. Come on now, Robin Lehner. If we're going to be a stud team, you got to ice games like this. Third period. Yeah, baby. Lindholm gets 2 against his old team. Gets a shorty. Burakovsky. Fuck yeah. And the Ottawa Senators, they toast the Anaheim Ducks 6-0. The 6-1-3 Anaheim Ducks, we toasted 6-0. Look at them points. Look at them points. People are getting points, boys. I'm telling you, man. If we're still a good defensive team from last year, but we increased our offense as well, holy shit, things could look very good for us. I don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We could easily go on a losing streak as well. But you know what? This video, boys, it's going to go as long as it needs to go, all right? It's going to go as long as it needs to go. Rivalry game against the Montreal Canadiens. Another big Eastern Conference matchup. First period. Oh, for fuck's sake. Devontae Smith-Pelly. DSP with a quick goal. First period. All right, we tied it right back up. Carlson and Mark Stone, beautiful boys, beautiful. Second period. Oh, that's not good. They got the routine in place for Carey Price. I think it might be over now, boys. Our run might be over. Third period. Oh, we got one. But PK Subban iced it. All right, Carlson got one back. That's all right. We went on a good run there, right, boys? And it's time to take a break and see what you guys think about our team. Carlson from Lazar and Lindholm. Stone from Turris and Schwartz. Carlson from Zibanejad and Evgeny Dadonov. I don't think we've seen Dadonov score a goal yet, but you know what? I'm fine with that. He's doing fine. He's getting he's on a team that is above 500, so I'm fine with that. All right, so yeah, let's do a little bit of a stat checking here. Hang on one second. Okay, so 7-4-0 to start year number 4. It was kind of a weird start. 2 losses to the Florida Panthers, which kind of made us look like a weird team, but then we started to come back, and that loss against the Detroit Red Wings where we allowed them to come back in the third period. We learned from that. We came back in the third period 3 games in a row, and we actually won. How many was in a row? 6 in a row? 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we won 6 in a row. Beautiful. All right, so let's take a look at the standings here and the stats and all that good stuff. Hoping that we're a good team this year, boys, and I want this roster to do it. So points, we're 9th in the NHL. Goals for per game, 8th in the NHL. That's a good stat. Now here comes the real good stat. Goals against, 10th. So I want that to be better, and I want goals for per game to be better, all right? So we have to try to improve on that. However, if we keep on winning games, I'd say those both do improve. Power play percentage, 3rd in the NHL, right? So Curtis Lazar and Zibanejad, they're helping out the power play tremendously. Penalty kill, come on, be good. Penalty kill, 11th in the NHL. But 85.7 is good. These higher teams will, like 94.4, no way. That'll drop off for sure. Home record, where are we? 4-2-0, away record, 3-2-0, and our last 10, 7-3-0. Okay. Very nice, very nice. Player stats for the season. Let's see who is overachieving for the Ottawa Senators. I think Stone's having a good year. Lindholm, Burakovsky, Zibanejad. Who else? Turris, maybe. You know, it's interesting. I don't know. I think everyone's just been scoring. Yeah, there it is. Kyle Turris. Yeah, see, boys? I put him alongside of a sniper who can now get goals in Jaden Schwartz. Actually, no, he's only got 4 goals. Burakovsky's got 6. Stone's got 7. That's what it is. It's Stone alongside of Kyle Turris, boys. It worked out last year with Bobby Ryan, Turris, and Stone, and it's working out again this year. Stone's got 7 goals in 11 games played, 9 points. Kyle Turris has got 12 points in 11 games played. Burakovsky on the second line's got 6 goals, 10 points. Curtis Lazar, see what I mean, boys? I'm not stunting his growth. Yes, he's third line center, but he's got enough ice time on special teams. He's got 8 points, all right? Don't worry about where's Zibanejad, because people are going to be saying you should switch him with Zibanejad. Where's Zibanejad? There he is. Zibanejad's got 7, so they're fine. Just leave the team the way it is. Hoffman's got 7. Schwartz has got 7. Very nice, man. Everyone in our top 6, they're getting points this year, and Curtis Lazar. Evgeny Dadonov, boys, 2 points. He's a -1, all right? But, again, what should we do there? I think we should leave him. Defenseman, Erik Karlsson with 13 points and Hampus Lindholm with 11 points, and they are both +7. This is what I mean about these 2 guys, boys. This is why I went out and got Hampus Lindholm. I want these 2 guys to be our studs up front for the next 5 years at least. We're going to run with them. Cody Ceci and Weirkoch minus players. All right, Butler and Braun even players. But it doesn't matter because these guys are going to log the ice time. Power play, penalty kill. All right, and so far, so good. I like that the chemistry seems to be working between them. And then Robin Lehner, 2.52 goals against average, 6-4-0. Save percentage of 91.67. Could be a little bit better. All right, Robin Lehner, you could be better with your goaltender stats, but still, it's not the end of the world. All right, boys, so there you go. I think we should just continue with it. We are 2nd in the Atlantic Division right now, and I think our team is playing good. I think we should go another few months, see if this is just coincidence, or see if we truly are a good team. I think we're a good team, and if we are this good, this makes me very excited, because this is the year that I wouldn't mind trading away the 1st overall pick to, say, improve the defensive spot that Butler's in. You know what I mean? You can get a veteran who's like 85, 86, or we can improve the 3rd or 4th line, you know? Maybe Dadonov isn't ready for this year for a Stanley Cup run if we're that good. But that's what I mean. Let's not jump the gun. Let's wait till the All-Star break, let's say, and see what our record looks like then. So boys, let me know what you think we should do, and I will see you in the next one.